Nero knowledge is 1.8 million funnel breakdown. Okay, let's see what this guy has to say.
In this video, I'm going to be going over how Nero Knowledge generates over $1.8 million
He's
as
only
an
20?
esoteric coach. I will be exposing
Oh
the
shit.
strategies, the funnels, how sustainable everything is, and the manipulation tactics that he actually uses in his entire funnel and content to keep you hooked and allowing him to actually charge over $20,000 per student that goes through his funnel. Yes, he
I'm
charges
trying to get money
more
like
than
that.
$20,000 for coaching.
I got
So
that.
if you don't know who Nero Knowledge is, he's actually a student of William Brown. That's just for some credibility. This
Okay.
guy has been blowing up recently. He went from like zero to 100,000 subscribers, and I think in less than a month.
William Brown, I'm
And
looking
he's
him up
20
right
years old,
now.
making over
William.
146K a month. William Brown made a video with him. So,
Okay.
as I said, in this video, I'll be breaking down his strategies, his entire funnel, and how sustainable he actually runs everything to recycle pretty much every
William Brown
single
has
lead that
80K
allows him
now,
to
y'all
generate over
boys.
$1.8 million in revenue. Now, it all starts in the
His
Instagram.
views aren't
Now, it
lining
doesn't
up
really
though,
start
but
in the Instagram, but I thought I'm not going to leave this out because from his Instagram, he funnels to his YouTube. There's not much going on his
right.
Instagram. He literally has free posts. He has a couple of reels and just a bunch of client
When
case
was this
studies,
video
obviously his
made?
YouTube, his
3 months
story,
ago. Okay.
his library, but overall, nothing much really going on.
Right.
The moneymaker is his YouTube channel. Now, his YouTube channel has been blowing up recently. He's on 302,000 subscribers. He's only been posting for like,
You
I
got like
think less than a
340 now,
year,
I
if I'm
believe.
not wrong, or just over a year. And as you see, I mean, like, look, I'm gonna start breaking down this entire funnel bit by bit. But he posts these videos: self-discipline, self-worth. If you're struggling to manifest, watch this ASAP.
Right.
How to go from hell to heaven without dying. This is kind of like how to go from rags to riches, how to go from A to Z. You know, how to control reality like a god,
Mm-hmm.
how to break the energy of addiction once and
I
for all.
watched that
So
video.
now
Really good
he's speaking
video.
about discipline,
I
self-worth.
watched a lot
He's
of
speaking
these.
about if you're struggling to manifest. He's speaking about how you go from bad to good. He's speaking about how you get rid of addiction. Let's
Right.
first cover how does he know it all? I think if you watched my previous videos, you know the drill. This is his ICP. He knows everything.
What problems do they have? They're looking for success and spiritual liberation of some sort. What are their goals? To gain financial freedom. What have they tried to do to fix it? Probably try to be consistent. Watched a couple of coaches. What more could they face trying to fix it on their own? Not much, honestly. They could like just face more like frustration. What is their current situation? They probably are broke or in a terrible situation when it comes to love. What is their desired situation? Uh, Financial freedom, love, a high vibrational frequency. What's the deep rooted driver force? Probably money. That's normally people's biggest thing is money or love. Why is it actually important to them? It'd be important to them because oh, their shit. It's probably important to these niggas because they need money. We gotta live. What are their latent conditions? Latent? What does that mean? Latent, like underlying conditions? I'd go probably insecure if I had to guess. What keeps them up at night? Money, or the lack of thereof. What will they do once they? What will they do once they achieve it? They will come back and thank you and continue to watch your videos because they make them feel good. And once you figured all of that out, messaging in your offer, marketing, copyright, then becomes because it's centered around them. Okay.
About his
I just described my whole audience kind of and his. My audience is a little different because mine is more, I guess, success based than money based. His seems a little bit more money based, but yeah.
ideal client profile. Your ICP is your ideal client profile. It is the person that is going to ideally buy from you.
Right.
This is the exact type of customer you're looking for. And once you identify this, um, you're able to do a detailed analysis, which once all of that's figured out, messaging in your offer, marketing, copywriting.
Now, what does my reaction channel have? What problems do they have? They want to complain. They have problems with the world and they want to complain. What are their goals? They literally just want to release and passively consume something like in the background. What have they and they want to hear another perspective. Whatever they do to try to fix it, they complain. What more could they face trying to fix it on their own? Not really much. What is their current situation? They probably want to they're probably either eating right now or you're endlessly scrolling looking for like a human relation person to react to something with you. What is their desired situation? What was going on right now? What's the deep rooted driver force? Scared. They want connection. Why is it actually important to them? because they want to feel something. They want to endlessly fill their time up with videos. What are their latent conditions? Probably what I know my audience is actually older for some reason on this channel. What keeps them up at night? Shit, I'm not old. I don't know. What does keep old people up at night? Probably their kids. What will they do once they achieve this? They will click off this video.
etc. Everything becomes super, super easy because it's just centered around your audience.
Right.
That means like your YouTube videos are centered around exactly what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So once you identify this, you want to identify what their problems are. What are their goals? What have they tried to do to fix them? What more can they face trying to fix those goals on their own?
Right.
What is their current situation? What is their desired situation? What's his deep-rooted driving force? I'm not going to go through all of these. I don't want to bore you, but feel free to pause and actually have a read through this because once you identify these, you'll be able to literally mastermind or master plan a funnel exactly like this because he uses this across his entire funnel and his marketing. He knows that his audience lacks self-discipline. He knows that his
Yeah.
audience have trouble with
He
self-worth.
knows he knows what his audience is looking for. So he help they find it with him. I know like I'm good at that too because a lot of my audience I'll get comments like this is like divine timing, which I guess it is it's really just alignment and everything lining up with the frequency people's on. But people like I really needed to hear this right now. You're doing God's work, and it's like the message just came at me at the perfect time for it to get to them right when they needed to hear it in a time of their journeys where they may like we have similar audiences in the sense of like self-doubt, loving oneself and trusting in the process of success. But the best way to trust is through knowing. So that's what our whole point of us is, making the people know so they don't have to doubt as much. They don't have to be as scared and they can take more action for themselves because that's what people are looking for ultimately, is a sense of empowerment and confidence to chase their dreams and goals.
That his audience are struggling to manifest because he probably gets a lot of people coming through the funnel and paying him a lot of money
To
for people who
manifest.
are struggling to manifest. He
Yes.
knows that people are going through hell and they want to go to heaven without dying. He knows that people struggle with addiction.
Yes.
Okay, there are a lot of things. People want
Yes.
to control
Very
reality,
smart.
and he's
And one thing that is so smart about it too is he doesn't spam these shits. Like a lot of motivational content is fucking spam, bro. They spam that shit every single fucking. I wouldn't even put this in motivational, maybe esoteric motivation, but his content the same as mine's. I feel like it's less motivational and it's more esoteric. It's more empowerment. There's content that'll motivate you and call you a piece of shit. Then there's content that empowers you, and when you're empowered, it lasts a lot longer and it's more permanent than motivation because motivation is a feeling right here, right now that you have only right now. Empowerment is discipline because you call back on your empowerment of knowing what you are whenever times get tough. So I feel like me and his content is more empowerment, honestly.
just building up that desire through his YouTube titles, and it's extremely smart. As you see, he's getting a lot of
But he
views
does
per
it.
video,
He does
but all of these are
quantity,
very, very
quality
informative.
over
As you see,
quantity,
56 minutes, 55 minutes, 57 minutes, 53
quantity over
minutes,
quality.
1 hour and 7 minutes.
Smart.
Like all of these videos are very, very long. So first things first, let's take a look at the links in his bio. He actually has 3 links here. So if I click here, he's got 2 links, including his Instagram. Now we're gonna kind of ignore his Instagram because he doesn't really funnel people through Instagram, nor does he
Right.
really use that to make any sales unless he has an appointment setting team on here. But that's not what I'm actually going to speak about in this video because there's something that just is so much deeper than you actually think. Like I'm breaking all this down to it's a lot. We have a lot to cover. So first things first, he's got a blog. Now this blog, you literally just go in here. It's a page that you can scroll through, but essentially the whole point of this is for you to sign up with your email.
Right.
Now what he will do is I've covered in previous videos that he'll take you through an email sequence to nurture you and give you value, and then hope that you'll end up booking a call with him so he can sell you his program. However, he'll go for an email sequence, and I thought I'd make it just for this type of video right here.
So welcome email. What's up? My name's Alex the Virgo. How y'all doing? Case study email. So I ask people. I set like a sort of poll, or I ask a question to get people to respond and see what's going on with them. Then a value drop email. I add a little bit of value. Yo, you're actually boom, 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 boom. Then I do another case study, but this is a more intimate, more personal one, maybe like a one-on-one call. And then after I do that, and I add the value, push for the call. And once you get the call, once you get them on the phone, you more than likely already got them.
Yeah. So this is basically the type of email sequence that most
Okay.
entrepreneurs and coaches use. So feel free to actually steal this yourself. This is the exact
I
email.
never really liked this side of the business. I don't know why. I never really liked the whole thing of like trying to get niggas on a business. Maybe it's just because I never done it. I don't know. I need to try this out, huh? I definitely could try this out, but I never really enjoyed this part of the business. I don't know why. I just always seemed very boring.
Email sequence that I implement to all of my clients' systems. And by all means, if you are a coach, consultant, mentor, or you're just looking to start a coaching business and you want my help, you want me to install
Yeah,
all of
nah,
these
fuck
systems
that.
that
I
I'm
don't
going to
want to
break
be a
down in
damn
this video
coach,
today. I'm going to leave a link in the
nigga.
description
I'm a
where you can book in
player,
for a free
nigga.
audio call with me. I'll have a look over your funnel and I can see where I can help. But look, nonetheless, this is how the email sequence works. And I implement these into my clients. You first start with a welcome email, which is usually the lead magnet, you know?
Right?
Here it's like enter your desired reality without the
Yeah.
corny, new agey stuff. Join 21,600 plus reality hackers getting practical
Mm-hmm.
tips. Here's the, I guess, lead magnet to actually change your reality every day. Now, let's keep in mind that this guy was on a very, very huge scale. You know, he's 302,000 subscribers. So
Damn.
he
Yeah,
doesn't
that's a
really
lot
need
of
a lead
niggas.
magnet. He can simply just
Yeah, they said that is the thing. Get a big audience, and YouTube's where you get a big audience, and then you sell them a product. That's normally what the name of business is. Get an audience, sell them a product. So he has his audience. I'm sitting here thinking his whole thing is YouTube. YouTube is just a medium for him to sell his audience, sell an audience a product. That makes sense.
say, I will drop gems as long as you sub to this newsletter. You will get a lot of value. And that's basically all he needs to do. But the first email is the welcome email. The
Right.
second email, which is sent 24 hours after, is a case study email. Now, he'll go through a case study. I'm not going to expose his entire email because, one, I don't think you would probably want to read through it. And two, I'm not going to funnel hack him to that extent because, honestly, guys, I'm not going to be an asshole.
Right.
Let me just carry on. Two, obviously case study email. He'll go through case studies, maybe tell a story about one of his students that was able to bend reality and actually get what they want, and then
Mm-hmm.
also he'll end up with a CTA or a call to action to book in a
Mm-hmm.
call. But usually this call to action will actually take him to his landing page, which we'll get to in a minute. The third email will be a value drop. This will just be him
Giving some
giving the
game.
gems that he promised. So the library of gems. So he'll give
Mm-hmm.
gems in all of these emails. Don't get me wrong, but this email is nothing. It's gonna be nothing specific. Probably no case studies, just value and then CTA
Call
on
to
him
action
to
again.
go to the landing page. And then the fourth email, it's just another case study. This is going to
Mm-hmm.
be more case studies. It's going to be a more direct one, like saying like, oh, we had John go through X, Y, Z, and he was able to go from 20K a month to over $200,000 per month in just 4 weeks of consulting with us. Blah 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 blah. And
Right.
it's a much stronger CTA saying, I'm shutting the spots down. If you want a one-on-one strategy call with me, click this link right here, watch the video, and see if it's a right fit for you. Something along those lines. And then last but not least is he will finish off the email sequence with just one last email with a CTA plus value. So he'll give out value and then he'll strongly push for a call. Now,
Right.
the thing is, as you see, these are yellow lines. I've created these golden lines instead of the black ones. Why? Because the golden ones represent the polaric pathway. Now, the
Polaric.
polaric pathway is basically the pathway that he wants you to actually follow in order for you to pay him. It's kind of like the main thing, right? You have the polaric star, and the polaric metric is the metric that is really moving your business forward. It's actually something I learned from Charlie Morgan.
Right.
And the polaric pathway, which is something I created, is the main pathway that he actually wants you to follow. So all of this that we've just covered right here is all just side things. It's just something that all feeds into the main polaric pathway. Now, another one that we have is obviously in every single one of his YouTube videos, he has the link in his description. So he will have self-mastery is the prerequisite to mastering reality. If you're an entrepreneur who's stuck at a revenue ceiling and you can 2 to 5x your revenue in 7 weeks using the Awakening Entrepreneurs Frequency, and he will have a link right here, which you click
Right.
and you get taken to this page. Now, I'm not going to go through this entire page because as you can see, it's extremely long. However, let me just quickly break it down. He has the main heading, right? It will have the hidden method to break through your revenue ceiling and 2 to 5x your revenue in the next 9 weeks maximum. Even if you are tired, even if you've tried everything before, sorry. Without touching your business at all by using the same methods secret societies use to achieve unprecedented success. Now, let me
Okay.
actually just highlight this for a second. I'll come back to this. And then also at the top, obviously, he's already telling you who he's targeting. Entrepreneurs making 50K a month or more. So if you're not an entrepreneur making 50K a month or more, this probably isn't for you. And he's
Mm.
very, very specific with that. Now, he has a VSL here, which I'm actually about to break down in just a second. Then he has this button right here. He has some testimonials from some credible people in the space. You have Mr. Opulent, you have Amal, and then he has just more things that you probably would want to read, just extra. Um, and then he has, I mean,
The reason is not why you think. Working harder, hiring more people, even changing to our business model won't solve this. Why? Because what got you to where you are now is actually what's keeping you stuck to when you were. Let me explain. Your problem isn't that you're not doing enough. It is that you're trying to outrun your internal. What you're doing now is similar to trying to make a cold shower hot by standing under it for longer. You can stand there for hours, but until you actually adjust the temperature, dial your frequency, nothing will change. Your business results aren't for effort; they're about alignment because you're already doing everything, maybe even more than those who are ahead of you. So what are you missing? The frequency.
has just more
Okay.
things that you probably would want to read.
See, like, bro, even that right there alone kind of like is the message, the spark to get you to change.
Just extra information. I mean, if I just quickly break it down, just quickly summarize it. Uh,
You built something amazing, but something that fills up. You wake up every morning to a business. Many would kill for 50, 100K, maybe even 200K a month, but something's not clicking. Despite implementing every proven strategy, you're never refused to break past this current ceiling. Working harder than ever, but the needle barely moves. Deep down, you feel like an imposter, wondering if you just got lucky up until now. Each month feels like starting from zero, trapped in the same cycle. The constant pressure is to maintain your success, exhausting. The resonance you're on, more importantly, it's not your fault.
you know, you've built
Okay.
something amazing. You wake up every morning to a business
Yeah.
you kill for, blah blah blah. Just kind of installing some pain. The reason is not why you think. He's just now belief breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Then
The
the
hidden
hidden force that
force.
controls your revenue
Yeah.
stream for
Giving
centuries.
game.
Elite
For centuries, elite secret societies have understood a fundamental truth about success. Your external reality is merely a reflection of your internal frequency. This isn't some woo-woo visualization, it's just quantum. Even though belief and emotion you carry creates a specifically energetic frequency, and that frequency directly determines what opportunities, people, and results come out. Think about it. Why do some entrepreneurs seem to have everything they touch turn into gold? Why do others work twice as hard for half the? Why do some people constantly attract incredible opportunities while others struggle to even find one?
secret
Mm.
societies have understood a fundamental truth
Nero
about success.
is
So basically,
boy,
what
he's
he's
that
saying here
boy.
is like, if you use this method that secret societies use, you will be able to get what you want out of life. And this is something that nobody else knows. And that's the whole point of this. Now, if I just keep scrolling, it's frequency. He's just kind of, giving out testimonials, giving more testimonials. These aren't testimonials. This is just giving more information. Again, you have another button. So he has quite a few buttons
If
across the
you
screen
just
as well.
like listen to this alone, you probably could not prob you can change your life alone with just that whole sequence. So honestly, too, before this guy even gets deeper into it, it seems like it's definitely worth what he's doing. I mean, if it wasn't, people wouldn't be paying for it.
You have one, you have two, you have three, you have four, you have five, you have six, and you have seven buttons, and then a frequently asked questions or a FAQ at the bottom. Now, let's just quickly take our attention to the VSL. Now, what I've actually seen about this landing page that I haven't seen anywhere before. Actually, this isn't a landing page, it's more of a VSL page, but
Right.
the thing that I've seen about this, the thing that I notice about this that I've never seen before is if you click this button without watching the video, you get this message. Please watch the video first and you'll be allowed to apply,
Mm.
which is crazy because you're not allowed to just apply right away until you've watched. Not You don't have to watch the entire thing. You have to watch, I believe, like 3 or 4 minutes of it before you're
Mm.
actually able to click this button. However, I think it's very, very smart because he wants people to only apply that they're actually serious. And in those 3 or 4 minutes, he goes through this entire framework. So let me break it down for you. So first things first, this is a VSL framework that I use for my clients again. But what Nero has used a lot is the Kyle Milligan New Easy Safe and Big. This is a framework
New,
that Kyle
easy,
Milligan
safe,
has
big.
used or taught in how to write very, very good copy. And it's basically a framework, just a four-step framework, which is
Give him
you want
something
to make
new.
something look new, something that no one's ever seen before. You
Okay.
want to make it look easy.
It's
So like
easy.
if we go back to this landing page right here,
His videos are the same way too. They're new, they're different, they're easy. It's a safe concept that you can try from your home, and it's big.
let's find new. Okay, of course he says it in the VSL. Um, oh, so this is secret societies. Okay, this is kind of new. Nobody really knows about it. Okay, then he's speaking about easy. somewhere in here, he was speaking about that you don't really have to change anything in your business. I don't exactly remember where it was. I was actually in the FAQ. So if you actually look at the FAQ, it's saying, does this actually work like for real? Or how is this different to other courses? Blah, 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 blah. And basically,
Mm-hmm.
what he says is like, you don't have to do anything. You know, you don't really have to do that much. You have to keep doing what you're doing because you clearly know what you're doing with business. We'll just change your frequency to align with, you getting what you want to get. Then the third thing is safe.
It's safe.
So he
It's not.
basically will
You don't
in
you,
this
you don't have to like go out and climb a mountain like those guru teachers say, or you don't have to change up everything in your life. You just make a simple thought. Like you just change how you think. How you think creates how you feel. You know what I mean?
VSL tell you that it's easy and that it's safe. You don't have to change anything. You can keep doing what you're doing,
Just
and then
change the
in
way
the
you
next
think,
nine
man.
weeks maximum, even if you've tried everything before, he will make it work for you. So as you see, like you have the easy hit without touching your business at all by using the same method secret societies use. This line just itself
It
is
sells.
using the new easy, safe, and big framework. And last but not
That's what the big
least,
is.
big.
Max
I mean, he will
times
literally
two.
just tell you that this is big. Secret societies use this. No one's ever used this. This is a brand new thing which I've discovered by reading over like 300 books. If I just go right here, he'll tell you, I've read over 400 books on the topic.
Let me see if I've read it. I've read 48 Laws of Power. Oh, that's such a niggle book. Or like a cliche. Art of War, yes. Let's see. I can't identify a lot of these on first. I don't think I've read them. Not yet, at least.
And I've
That's
worked
the
with
Art of
over
War twice.
150
Why did he have
businesses,
the Art of
and
War
this makes it
twice?
safe. He's worked with over 150 businesses to make this work, to
Mm-hmm.
help them break through their revenue ceilings exclusively using this knowledge. Now
Knowledge.
he's saying that you obviously don't need to read 400 books because he has it for you. He has it all for you. You don't need to read the 400 books. Why? Because he wants to make you
They're all
feel
telling
this
you
is
the
easy,
same
this
thing
is
at the
safe,
end
this
of
is
the
big,
day.
this is new. So keep this in mind, all right? As I go through, as I break down his entire VSL framework, just keep new, easy, safe, and big. Kyle Milligan is an absolute genius. I highly recommend reading his book, Take Their Money, as well. Very, very good book. But look, VSL framework. So first of all, he starts with desire. Will double your revenue.
Free from
Free from
stress. Get what you
stress.
want.
Get what you want.
That's your desire.
These are things that he knows his audience wants to hear. And then he goes into why me? What separates him from the rest? This is what you want to do in your VSLs as well. You want to explain to them why you're better and why you're different. Or actually, the other way around. Why you're different and why you're better.
So it's kind of like I feel like it's kind of doing some things of like I feel like all this stuff he does unconsciously. Like he don't be consciously thinking about a lot of this stuff either. This is all subconscious, infinite intelligence right here.
Once you can explain both of these
Because
things,
there's no way
you
he could
practically sold
rationalize all
someone
this
on what you
constantly.
have. Because if you sound like the rest of the people, guess what? You'll just get thrown in the trash like the rest of the people in
Right.
business. Whereas if you sound different, but not only do you sound different, you also sound better, the chance of them hopping on that call with you and actually buying is very, very high. So he implements a why me. Okay. Now, this guy, of course, there is a lot of people who are manifestation coaches in the space, and Nero has to separate himself from the rest. So he keeps referring to how secret societies, as I said, know something that he also knows, but you don't.
Right.
This is new, this is easy, and this is big. Okay. He knows something that secret societies also know to get what they want and rule the world, but you don't. And he's going to give that to you. He has read over 300 books, well, this actually is supposed to say 400, on manifestation, universal laws, the occult, the esoteric. This is him just giving you credibility. He's read over 400 books. I don't think you want to read 400 books. If you're an entrepreneur, you're making over 50K a month, you'd rather pay him money than read over 400 books. I mean, if it takes about 8 hours per book, that is going to be at least 3,200 hours, if my maths is correct, speaking if it's 400 books. Then worked with 150 plus clients, been on this journey for 8 years now. This is just more credibility. He's been doing this for 8 years. Worked with over 150 clients. This is proven. This works. This is safe. Okay? This is safe. This is big. Now, breaking beliefs. So he literally says, this isn't like the usual law of attraction you hear being thrown around. So what he's doing right here is he's kind of just discarding all of the stuff, all of the fluff that you hear in the industry. You hear
Yeah.
the manifestation, you hear the law of attraction, you hear revenue level to now, but has done his research on the market. And then last but not least, he just bombards He's counting. Like now, how it's been very well made. 2 to 5x your revenue, click the button below. And he says that about 3 to 4 times throughout the entire 3 to 4. Taken to a type form. Now, if you don't know what a type form is I mean basically what it says. It's a form.
Okay, so I understand exactly why he gets what he gets. It's like it works, it's credible, and like shit, nigga. It make a nigga low key want to buy the shit, even though like because it looks really good, man. It looks good. It obviously works, and it looks like he's going through on the promises he's making. So I see completely why Nero makes 1.8 million a year at least.